When are you going to use the plural verb? With two or more subjects when they are connected by and. In sentences beginning with here or there, the true subject follows the verb. Her mother and grandfather dash arrived. So 3 miles. It is considered as singular, not plural. Hello everyone, I'm Babita Tamaya, lecturer, Department of English, Vidyashram Pre-University College, Mysuru. In my previous session, I had discussed about articles and preposition. So, how many types of articles are there? There are two types of articles, definite and indefinite. Thus, the definite article A and R are the indefinite articles. And today, I'll be discussing about the subject-verb agreement. From the examination point of view, it is very important to learn the subject-verb agreement. This question will be asked for 2 marks in your board exam. So, before I begin with the subject-verb agreement, let me tell you something. So, in the subject-verb agreement, there are 10 rules. How many rules? 10 rules. So, you mug up or you understand, but you should know all the 10 rules to answer this question for 2 marks. And if you learn all these rules, definitely it will be going to help you in your life. So, with this, let's begin the session. So let us see what is the first rule says. According to the first rule, a subject will come before a phrase beginning with of. So what does it say? A subject will come before the phrase beginning with of. This is a key rule for understanding subject. So which is the key rule? Of is the key rule to understand the subject. So here the word of is the culprit in many, perhaps most subject word mistakes. So what is the culprit here? Of is a culprit in subject word mistakes. So let's see the examples here. So here there are two sentences. One is incorrect and the other one is correct. Why it is incorrect here? Though the sentence is correct, but it is not correct. Let me understand you what it is. A bouquet of yellow roses lend color and fragrance to the room. So here the main subject is bouquet and the subject which is very closer will begin with the verb of. So here it is clearly told subject will come before a phrase. So the subject has come before the phrase that is of. Yellow roses. Even yellow roses could also be a subject. So roses, it is in the plural form. It also could be a subject. But when I come here, that is lend. So it is in the plural form. But here, lend, the main verb is in the singular form. Color and fragrance to the room. But here, when I take the second sentence, a bouquet of yellow roses lends. So here, this is the main subject here, bouquet, and of is connected with that roses. When it is in plural, you can see the word lends. Here it is lend, but when it comes here, it becomes lends. So the correct answer is a bouquet of yellow roses lends color and fragrance to the room. The second rule, two singular subjects connected by or, either or neither nor requires a singular verb. What does it say? Two singular subjects. How many subjects? Two singular subjects connected with or, either or neither nor. What it requires there? It requires a singular verb. So here is the example. My aunt or my uncle. So here has the rule 2 says it is two singular subjects, my aunt and my uncle. There are two different subjects here. Is arriving by train. Is arriving. So here, my aunt and my uncle. So it's a singular subject and it is connected, or the verb here used is arriving by train today. See the next one. Neither Sohan nor Rahul is available. Neither Sohan and nor Rahul. In the rule 2, we'll use nor, neither, nor. As I've told you, neither will or nor you'll use. Is. When we use is, because we are talking about the single person here, singular verb. So it is connected with is available. Either Priya or Riya. Again it is E with or, either or. Why it is here? Because we are talking about the singular verb. Either Priya or Riya is helping today with stage decorations. This is about the rule 2. Moving on to the rule 3. What does rule 3 says? The verb in an or, either or neither nor sentences agrees with the noun or a pronoun closest to it. So it agrees with what? It agrees with the noun or a pronoun which is closest. Okay, let's see the example here. Neither the plates nor the serving bowl goes on that shelf. So here we are talking about the plates as well as the bowl here. So there are two subjects here. One is plates and the other one is bowl. But here we are taking bowl as a main subject because here it is very closest to the noun or a pronoun. As the rule 3 says, which is very closest will be the main subject. So bowl is the main subject. Not the plates here. So neither the plates nor the serving bowl goes on that shelf. So in the second sentence is just the reverse of it. There is a slight change. Neither the serving bowl. So here it was plate and it is in plural form. And here when it comes to bowl, it is in singular form. As it's there in the sentence, when it is in the plural form, it also goes, the verb goes with the plural form. If it is in the singular, then it will be in the singular form itself. So neither the serving bowl, now here bowl, nor the plates. Here now plates will become the main subject. So plates is the main subject here. Goes on that shelf. So there are two different examples here, that is reverse to understand the verb, and when it is in the noun or the pronoun noun, and it will be very closest, the word verb will be very closest to the noun or the pronoun. That is about the rule 3. Moving on to the rule 4. What does it say? As a general rule, use a plural verb. What are you supposed to do? In the rule 4, as a general rule says that use a plural verb with two or more subjects. When are you going to use the plural verb? With two or more subjects when they are connected by and. When it is connected by and with two or more subjects, when there is two or more subjects and it will be connected with the word and, that is conjunction. So we'll see the example here. A car and a bike are my means of transport. So there are two subjects here, that is a car and a bike. A car and a bike are my means of transportation. It might be a car or it might be a bike, whatever it is. But these are the two. As the rule says, it is a two subjects. Car is one subject, bike is another subject. So it is connected with the word and, that is the conjunction. But it is, I'm talking about the singular person here, but there are two means, there are two subjects. Car and a bike are my means of transportation. Either he might go in a car or in a bike, but he uses both. But you cannot use the plural verb with two or more subjects when they are connected. Here is the exception. What is the exception here? See, breaking and entering is against the law. So breaking and entering, it doesn't have any difference. Breaking and entering, the action happens at the same time. You cannot find the two subjects there. It is a singular subject. Here, the bed and breakfast was charming. So in the second sentence also, the bed and the breakfast. I'm talking about the singular there. So you cannot say that it is in the a plural form. So in these sentences, breaking and entering and bed and breakfast are compound nouns. So action takes place at a time. You cannot say that these are the two different subjects. Now if I say bread and butter, it's not the different verbs or it is not the different subject. We cannot say these are the two different subjects. It is the one single subject. That is what the rule 4 says. Now let's see what rule 5 is. Sometimes the subject is separated from the verb by such words as along with, as well as, besides, not, etc. These words and phrases are not part of the subject. Ignore them and use the singular verb when the subject is singular. What are you going to do? Use a singular verb when the subject is singular. When the subject is singular, you need to use a singular verb. So the example, the politician along with the newsman is expected shortly. So here I'm talking about the politician, a man, along with the newsman. So I'm using the word along with. So along with the politician, there's a newsman is expected shortly. And the next one, excitement as well as nervousness is the cause of her shaking. Excitement as well as, I'm referring to this word here, as well as nervousness is. I'm talking about the singular thing here. Excitement, it's single, so it is used as E. And here talking about the politician, one single person, so it is in the plural form. We use it when it is in the singular form, so is used there. It is the same thing in the second sentence also. It is in the singular form, so is used. So what does rule 6 says? In sentences beginning with here or there, the true subject follows the verb. So what it says? Beginning with here or there. So the true subject follows. Example, there are 4 hurdles to jump. How many hurdles? 4 hurdles to jump are. So it is plural. So we have used the word are here. There are 4 hurdles to jump. There is a high hurdle to jump. See the difference here? It is in the plural form, but here it is in the singular form. So it is here. Here are the keys. Here are the keys. So this is all about rule 6. Rule 7. Use a singular verb with distance. You're using the singular verb with the distance, periods of time, sum of money, etc. when considered as a unit. So examples, 3 miles is too far to walk. So 3 miles, it is considered as singular, not plural. So is used. 3 miles is too far to walk. 5 years is, again it is singular, is the maximum sentence for that offense. $10 is a high price to pay, but $10, that is dollar bills, were scattered on the floor. So there is a slight difference in the third example. See, $10, talking about the dollars here, one single thing, so is used. But here I'm talking about $10. $10, that is the dollar bills. When it is bills, when this is in the plural, so what happens even? It becomes like were scattered on the floor. Rule 8. With words that indicate portions, example, lot, a majority, some, all. Rule 1 given earlier in this section is reversed and we are guided by the noun after of. In rule 1, it was before. Correct? In rule 1, it was before, but in rule 8, it is after of. If the noun after of is singular, we use singular verb. So what happens here? Noun. After the noun, if it is of and it is in the singular, we use the singular verb. If it is in plural, we use the plural verb. Keep it in mind. If it is in singular, we use the singular verb. If it is in plural, we use the plural verb. So the examples. A lot of pie has disappointed. A lot of pie. As I told, after of, that is the subject here. Pie. Pie is nothing but a dish. It is a pastry. So a lot of pie has disappeared because it is in the, pie is in the singular form. Next, a lot of the pies. Of the pies. So here the pies is in plural form. So have disappeared. Some of the pie is gone. Again, of the pie. It is in singular form is. So is used. When it is in singular, you need to use the singular verb. When it is in plural, you need to use the plural verb. Some of the pies, again here, it is plural. So are is used, are missing. This is about rule 8. Rule 9. What rule 9 says here? With collective noun, a group of noun are known as collective noun. With collective nouns such as group, jury, family, audience, population. The verb might be singular or plural depending on the writer's intent. What happens here? It might be, whatever the words are here, it might be in singular or plural form, but it depends on the writer's intent. Example, all of my family has arrived or have arrived. So here, has arrived is also correct. Have arrived is also correct. Both are correct because it is about the writer's intent. So all of my family, it is a collective noun. The next one, most of the jury is here or are here. Here is also correct. Are here also is correct. It is in singular. Here it is in the plural form. And the last, a third of the population was opposed or were opposed. Third of the population was is. Here it is about the singular. There it's also singular, but according to the rule 9, it is the writer's intent. Let's see the last rule, that is rule 10. The word where replaces was in sentences that expresses a wish or are contrary to fact. Example, if Joe were here, you would be sorry. So what's the example? If Joe were here, where it is in the past, you would be sorry. If I say, I make a changes. If I were in your place, I would be somewhere else. That is the rule 10. Here is a workbook which I have picked from your textbook. So whatever I have explained, all the rule 10, you need to apply it here right now. Choose the correct word that agrees with the subject in the following sentences. So you need to see the subject first, then you need to choose the answer which is given in the bracket. So the first one, her mother and grandfather dash arrived. Talking about two person, but they are in singular form. So use the word have. Her mother and grandmother have arrived. The leader and patriot. So you have two options here, is and are. Lost. So here the leader and the patriot, it is one and the same. There is no difference. So when it is singular, we use the word singular here, that is. The leader and patriot is lost. Each of the children were given books. Each. Here children is in plural, but here each is in singular. So each of the children, it's not were, it is was. It is was. Each of the children was given books. Either he nor his friend. either he nor his friend. Dash there. So it is was and were. Talking about the single person, so it is was there. Either the boy or his sisters dash broken the tray. You have two words there, that is have or has, which is the right answer there. So here, either the boy or his sisters have broken the tray. So we have one more question which have picked up from the model question paper. So the subject verb agreement might be asked in two different ways. One is to choose the correct option from the bracket, or else it will be in the jumble form. So here, rearrange the jumbled sentence to form a meaningful sentence. Rearrange the jumbled segments to form a meaningful sentence. In between each and every word, you can find a slash there. So you need to arrange this sentence to get a meaningful answers. Arranging is not so difficult. You can arrange it, but after arranging, it should have some meaning. So what plays a key role here? The punctuation marks plays a key role here. If it is a question mark, you need not to answer it you need not to give an answer for that. It should be in the question itself. So let's see here what is the answer. Mother, an extraordinary, my was person. So you need to rearrange this to get a meaningful sentence. So it will be like, my is the first one. My mother was an extraordinary person. So what is the answer? My mother was an extraordinary person. And the second one, is our imagination an extension, only the book of an memory? So the right answer for the second question is the book is an extension of our imagination and memory. So it is, the book is an extension of our imagination and memory. This is how you need to rearrange the segments to get a meaningful answer. I hope you have understood what is subject-verb agreement, and this question will be asked in two different ways. One is in the form of brackets. The answer will be given in a bracket. You need to choose. Another one to rearrange the segments. So that's all for the day. I'll be back with another session that is about the dialogue writing. Until then, take care. Thank you.